Welcome back, Hutchins here. Today this video is going to be about Old School RuneScape's 5th priority poll. I haven't taken a look at any of these poll options. It's about 12 hours in at the moment, maybe a little bit less, and I'm just going to go through it and vote my honest opinion without any biases or seeing which is ahead or anything like that. So I'm just going to jump on into it afterwards. Well, I'll probably go ahead and commentate about what I think about it as I'm going through the options, and then afterwards we'll take a look at what is ahead and maybe what we can expect. So here we go, and I'm just gonna click vote right away, not looking at anything. Okay, how important is low level player versus, okay, let's see, not at all important. Okay, because low level player, I mean, there's plenty of things for low level players right now, and basically what they should be concerned about is the longevity of content rather than making something that people are only going to play for a short period of time before they get bored of it or no longer want to do it. So I'm avoiding things like that throughout this poll. So mid-level player versus monster content, yeah, not important. And high level, alright, I'll say this is very important, because I'm not necessarily like against it because I'm obviously voting that it's very important, but updates that bring new content into the game aren't as important to me as things that, like utility uses and rewards, like good rewards for content. It's better than just like adding in like random high level PVM. So I'm saying it's very important, but it's not very important. Like if there's something like that, then I'll probably say that. But actually, as a matter of fact, I might go back and change this again depending on what the rest of the options are. But anyway, how important is low-level skilling? Not important. Mid-level skilling, not important. And high-level skilling, very important. Yet again. How important are low-level quests to you? I'll say it's important because it would be nice to get some other quests in there that are going to be like prerequisites for other quests that might become like longer storylines. That would be pretty cool. So I'm going to say that they're important, and high-level quests also very important. I'm not going to say it's a priority, but yeah, I definitely think it's important for the longevity of the game. How important are quality of life updates? Yeah, I'm going to say that should be a priority because they're not hard to do, it doesn't take much dev time, and it's basically low risk, high gain. So how important is player versus player? Yeah, that's always going to be a not important for me. Sorry for any PKers, but how important are player design competitions? Again, not very important. Although some good content has come from player design, but anyway. How important is solo content? Again, not important. Group content, I'm going to say it is important because I think that's what this game is lacking in a lot of ways, because you've taken away basically a lot of things that were group but are now not really, like DKs or soloable, whereas before it was a little bit more efficient to duo it. Just basically general things like that. But I mean, of course, raids are coming, but either way, I still think group content is important. Which of these updates is your first? Oh, this will be interesting. Okay, a new skill, a new city. Zaya much? Anyway, a new minigame, quest, boss, improving existing minigames, improving existing skills, improving PvP, PvM, and player design competition. Gee, I don't know. Like, really, none of these are like that important to me. I would say, let's say I'm going to narrow it down here. Probably a new quest. I know that I didn't say that it was of great importance above, but on this list I'm going to say a new quest because that's definitely what the game is lacking at the moment. I'm afraid to say a new skill because I feel like they're going to force something, again, like Artisan or a new city. I mean, obviously, I made a comment before Zaya, but that doesn't really matter. And then I would like to see a new minigame, like something interesting, but there again, they're coming out with LMS, and it doesn't really need new minigames. I like the ones that are currently in the game. Let's see, which of these is a second priority? Oh, okay, alright, well this is interesting. I would say probably a new minigame, or improving existing minigames, my bad. Let's see, and then third priority, do we get a fourth? Oh no, okay, alright, so this is my third and final one. I would probably say improving PVM. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, we'll do that. If we were to release A mini game. Which type of mini game would you like to see? Okay, let's see. A mixture, probably, because, well, I don't really like PvP strictly. Like, LMS is pretty fun, but they're already coming out with LMS. A skilling mini game, like that's more like Trouble Brewing, I guess it would be. But then a player versus monster mini game. Trying to think of what that would be. I guess raids are kind of like player versus. So I would say a mixture from the above. Dungeoneering. If we were to release a skill, which would you like to most see? Oh, wow. Okay. This is actually really interesting. I'm going to say Dungeoneering or Summoning. I cannot decide which. I love them both pre-EOC. Summoning would require people to slay more, and it would kind of discourage PVM more or less, I would say. However, let's see. You could probably get faster, efficient slaying. But I also love Dungeoneering. Let's see. Wow. I'm going to have to take a second to think about this, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I thought about it, and I thought about which I found more enjoyable back in the day, and which would affect the game the least, from like a critical standpoint, but also bring something fun and new into the game. That was in pre-EOC. I'm going to say Dungeoneering, because I felt like it did that. I know they're coming out with raids, but if they could do Dungeoneering, then like I would literally like drop everything and just go straight for 99 or 120 or whatever it was, and hope that there's some good rewards. At least nerfed chaotics would be kind of cool. It probably wouldn't be called Dungeoneering or chaotics be called chaotics, but still, nonetheless, it would be pretty interesting to have in the game, and I think it adds like a nice team element that promotes clans and things like that. So I would definitely like to see Dungeoneering. So moving on, if we were to release a city, what kind of city would you like to see? Finishes an existing, newly added city found on a new landmass, underwater city. What kind of questions are these? Like basically 3 or 4 of those are going to be on Zaya. This part, finishing an existing area, it's going to be like a whole landmass in itself. I guess it finishes an existing area. It doesn't really need a city though. Like in my opinion, they're coming out with Zaya. And that like here's very soon. They're coming out with like a whole new portion. But anyway, if we were to release a quest, what kind of quest would you like to see? Brand new quest and storyline. Hey, that's what I'm thinking. Like that would be kind of interesting to have. Like yeah, you could continue something, or just create something totally new to old school, and I think that would be kind of cool, and see what they could come up with. Because Monkey Madness 2 is really good. I would love to see what they could do with like a new quest line. Which of the following 2 types of content are you most interested in seeing in old school? Brand new, unique to old school, RuneScape content from 2007 onwards, but doesn't exist in old school. Yes, I would love to see that, because actually there are a lot of things in pre-EOC and even in RS3 now that are just awesome in my opinion, but people do not want to vote for them, and I'll be surprised if this is actually on top, because people in old school do not like to see anything pre-EOC or RS3 related, unfortunately. So I mean, I would encourage you to keep an open mind about this, because I think Jagex knows kind of like where the line is, and as much as it seems odd to say, I would trust them, because I think generally they do know what players want, and it's good that they're doing these priority polls like this. So I definitely trust Jagex to make good calls if I vote this. So let's see what the results are. And people want brand new content unique to old school, not surprisingly. Kind of a bummer, really, because people, I think, underestimate like some of the good updates in pre-EOC and RS3. So I think Jagex is going to try to intentionally stray away from those, because that's apparently what people want, and it's kind of sad, because, like I said, there was some good content, but hey, if this is what the old school community wants and it's going to make the game grow, then I say do it, because I mean, after all, that's what it's about. We need more players, and we really need to keep the game alive. But yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your opinions in the comments. Like I said, these are all my opinions. You're free to have yours as well, and hopefully whatever is best for the game is what will happen, because like I said, after all, that's the goal of these polls. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed and hope you got something out of this. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a good one. Peace.